Hey guys, hope everyone is well. I just thought I would share some sounds for you guys today to use in Studio One. I'm using the Atom to trigger these sounds, as you heard, or may or not have heard at the start of the video. So I thought I would share these Cajon samples. I found that there aren't very many samples out there, so I thought I would make one. So the very bottom row of drum pads is the bass tone from the large cajon. Then you have a slap tone, which is at the very top of the drum. Played it with brushes, so it gives you a little bit like a hi-hat kind of sound. Now they make what they call cajon brushes from LP, so they're like a plastic bristle. So the next row up, starting from E1 there, is the regular cajon, which I think sounds the best. So you've got the bass tone, the slap tone as well at the very top. You can hear the jumbo slap sound is a little bit chunkier, but I kind of like that one. And the next one over again is the steel brush, the cajon brush, which is the plastic ones, and then I went for a different sound as well using ProMark hot rods, which are like a wood dowel, and there's a group of them, and that gives you a nice kind of snare drum-ish sound. So what I decided to add as well was some tambourines from my LP percussion box here. So there's a steel and a brass one. I love the brass one. Then some maracas there. So I believe that when I sampled them, I sampled both maracas in one hand, so you get a good chunky double up there. So I also added a nice splash, which is Sabian Paragon splash. Some jam blocks there, so that's the blue and the red. Now I also sampled, which I thought goes well with a cajon, is some wind chimes that I had here made of seashells. And so what I've done is, as you can see at the very top of the impact window here, that I have different samples of each different size shell. So I've just randomized them. I've put them in a random order, so depending on how hard you hit, you get a different tone, and they sound really cool. So you don't get the same order each time depending on the velocity that you use. So yeah, they all go well together. I'm learning how to sample properly, and so some samples I decided to just go with the one, for instance, the one bass tone there on the large cajon. But then as I went along, you can see that I've added more samples to how many I need. You can see there that, for instance, those tambourines have 3 different type of hits, so you can choose. Without any further ado, I will play some for you with a touch of reverb on there, and you can get a sense of how these samples can sound. So So there you go. There's a little bit of fun there on the Atom. So I'll be sharing this sampler file called a SoundX file on the page, and you can just simply drag it straight into Studio One and get playing. So I hope these samples will be useful for some people. Please let me know in the comments of this video if you would like these samples and the SoundX file for you to use. So thank you for joining me. I will catch you all in the next one.